Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to another game between Lynn versus Lucifer, this time taking place here on Terenas. Thank you to all of the viewers out there who, bought a hoodie. Not that there was that many of you. I got my own as well. Not too bad, pretty comfortable. It's a little bit warm, but decided to wear it for the cast anyways. We'll see if it becomes a part of my normal rotation as I'm casting during the winter months here. Not that it gets that cold in Southern California. Alright, over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map, Lucifer is spawning as, well, the blue orc over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map. This is Terenas. Meanwhile, over here on the top left, we have Lucifer spawning as the red undead. This time around, Lucifer opening up with an earlier Death Knight opening and ghouls, it appears, as the graveyard has not yet been placed down. This is going to be a very different game than the previous game we saw on Northern Isle, where, well, there was a lot more creep camps, and I was surprised that we didn't actually see anyone get to level 6. The game went rather long, but both sides were actually hurting a little bit economically, with no one really having expos for that long, or being able to just build up that large of an army to feed experience or accidentally lose units to their opponent. Acolyte now making its way back down across here. You can take a look. Barracks now done. Still no Voodoo Lounge as of yet. And that is a big surprise to me, as Lynn is going to have a Blade Master out onto the field before a Voodoo Lounge is going to become available. The Acolyte spots all of this and says, you know what, there's no Voodoo Lounge, you are not going to be coming to my neck of the woods. That means I can, in fact, just try to heal. Acolyte purposely positioning itself on patrol here, making it difficult for the Blade Master to try and take it out. You can take a look at from this spot right here, you can't be attacked here, and from this spot here, you can't be attacked from this side. So by just doing that little bit of patrolling, well, he can make sure that he is not actually taken out and still spot his opponent. Blade Master, however, actually going into the center portion of the map, going to go straight for these rogue wizards instead. Perhaps trying to take down these units, also purposely aggroing the other units there so that there isn't that additional frost armor. Nicely done, well played, I must admit, as the Blade Master now heads off to the north. Death Knight, however, going to be nearby. Is he going to try and Death Coil and steal or take down that rogue wizard? Blade Master does not even worry about it, as the Death Knight thinks that the Blade Master is somewhere else. Blade Master picking up some big items during the early stages of the game. Blade Master are only sitting at level 1, but has a Circlet of Nobility and a Claws of Attack +6. Death Knight on the other side, perhaps trying to go after this Kobold Tunneler here. Skeletal Minions should make short work of that Tunneler with its medium armor. Down it goes, adding a Ring of Protection. Skeletal Minions come up from the ground. There you go. Some additional units coming back alive. As we look off to the north, the Blade Master clearing out pretty much the same exact creep camp on the other end of the map. If you can't clear out your own creep camps, well, clearing out your opponents is a very viable option, as they're not going to be able to do nearly as much as well. All right, Forestral High Priest going to end up getting surrounded. Big damage onto that High Priest now. What is going to end up happening? Is he going to get Inner Fire in time? No Inner Fire. Just going to get taken out as he picks up a Pendant of Energy. Big item right there, Pendant of Energy, allowing the Death Knight to cast significantly more Death Coils, or perhaps given to the Lich later on. Voodoo Lounge just now completed. Great Hall is going to be done before the 4-minute, I think 4-minute 30-second mark. You got 20 seconds to finish. Otherwise, you make me a liar, WarCraft 3. Slippers of Agility all going to get taken down here. Grunt shows up to the party. Is it going to be enough? 2 grunts here. There's a bit of a purge as well. What is going on as the grunts are now trying to get away? Low hit point Ghoul. Is it going to be able to back up in time? There is a Windwalk Strike. There's a Death Coil, long distance Death Coil. The coil actually moving fast enough to, well, to close out that distance, as the Blade Master wasn't able to clean it up. All right, grunts. Blade Master all here, ready to go. Let's take a look back off to the north. Death Knight still wandering back around. Where is that unit going? Blade Master looking to clear out this creep camp now that that Forest Troll High Priest is gone. All right, Forest Troll High Priest is gone on the other side as well. Both sides just constantly trying to deny their opponent any sort of useful experience, but by doing so, it's like they just pretty much stayed in their own neck of the woods anyways, trying to creep out. 32 supply compared to 30. Death Knight now making its way down, and I'm not expecting to see Lucifer set up an expansion here. I am curious as to how long he's going to stay at tier 2. Not very long at all. Already immediately moving to tier 3, so we are going to be looking at Obsidian statues, Crypt Fiends, and eventually Destroyers. Lin, on the other hand, wants to make this game go long and is trying to set up an expansion right now. Blade Master still sitting at level 2. And with that Blade Master at 2, we'll see where he goes next. Shadow Hunter, on the other hand, just got enough experience to deny that Blade Master level 3. Once that Blade Master gets to level 3, I believe the Shadow Hunter will be allowed to just completely creep the rest of the game in peace, as the Blade Master should be used to try and do a bit of harassment instead. Blade Master, just shy of level 3, needs 2 more experience to do so. There, finally gets to level 3. Shadow Hunter should be able to get to level 2 here in just a moment. Potion of Invulnerability left behind, as the remaining rogues will get finished off. Blade Master. Gauntlets, double circlets, plus damage, plus 19 damage. Very high damage indeed. 46 damage and up to 68 damage before you account for critical strike. The Blade Master wants to do some harassment. However, Halls of the Dead is already nearing completion, and we could be getting in a third hero as well. Orc Burrow, adding on to that economic advantage, a place for those units to try and hide, those peons to try and hide if things are not going right, as the Grunts now going after the Kobold Tunnelers and Geomancers. Back off to the north here, Blade Master still doing a little bit of harassment. Potion of Greater Healing has been left behind. I don't know what's going on here. Is the Blade Master, he sells an item, is going to head back down and still pick up this Potion of Greater Healing that was left behind. Blade Master of Lin taking a big chance there to try and hold on to that item. All right, Blade Master is going to try and get behind enemy lines here. Not going to be able to easily do so. Slaughterhouse training up some more units, as the Blade Master should be able to take down some of these ghouls since they are just so far away. All right, one ghoul could perhaps get taken down. No, not going to get taken down. It is just going to perhaps run all the way to the other side and know that the Blade Master cannot get to him. Shadow Hunter, Grunts, Raiders now making their way over again. Let's take a look. Are we perhaps going to see an ensnare on an untimely Slaughterhouse Obsidian statue? No. Beautiful use of the rally point, realizing, you know what, I do not want to lose this Obsidian statue. Let me change my rally point to actually stay within the base instead of having it go out just quite yet. Shade is going to spot this expansion already being constructed. 46 supply compared to 44. Economic advantage, only a 20% advantage in terms of gold for now, as the upgrades to the Orc Burrows are now done. Back off to the north here. Shadow Hunter going to finish off some easy Apprentice Wizard creep camps, as he's already at level 3. Death Knight still pushing through, sitting at level 3 himself. Dreadlord, the counter unit this time around. Perhaps we will see Sleep be used onto that Blade Master, taking that Blade Master pretty much out of the fight for at least a little while. All right, Dreadlord still battling it up here. Going to easily finish off the remaining Rogue and Rogue Wizard. Down they go, 46 supply compared to 46. But the economic advantage of Lin is going to be, well, through the roof, especially as we are now going to be looking at pillage research. If we get enough raiders, you can just start pillaging and then backing out with a Scroll of Town Portal. You can get enough gold that way while dealing a significant amount of damage to cause some significant problems. Shade keeping track of this army here, as all the units are now looking to head back down to the south once again. Watchtower. 2 watchtowers, 1 Orc Burrow, no additional mining going on. Nope, we are actually going to be looking at perhaps 5 or 6 units in the gold mine. No, 5 with 1 more peon on the lumber line here, trying to, well, even out tech and everything else. Lucifer setting up an expansion of his own, also getting up a necropolis. And this is something that's actually rather rare. Undead players setting up expansions. Perhaps this is more common now in 1.3.0 as things have gotten a little bit better here. Blade Master is going to be able to make its way out. Let's take a look at this. Nope, there goes another sleep as the Blade Master ending up taking more damage again. Blade Master down to 600 some odd hit points, still taking more damage as those Crypt Fiend, well, attacks are still tickling him just a bit. 50 supply. Shade is nearby. Dreadlord is here, ready to go. Strength-based hero now making its way back down to the south. Let's take a look. Healing wave keeping that Blade Master up. And there are still a handful of easy creep camps to try and clear out. Clearing out this creep camp, perhaps getting the Dreadlord to level 2 would be extremely helpful, but I don't believe there is. Well, nope, Lich to level 3 instead is just as good as there goes, down it goes, Scroll of the Beast. Was the Lich nearby enough? No, the Lich was not close enough to gain the experience, so the Dreadlord now just shy of level 2. And that's actually what you don't want. You do not want a large number of your heroes just about to level. You want your heroes to be at the levels that they want to be at during that fight. And if you could, well, split experience between your heroes, that would really, really be able to help. Blade Master sitting at 3. Shadowhunter sitting at 3. Are we going into a Tauren Chieftain? We are at Fortress, and we are now getting up that Tauren Chieftain for training. Death sitting at 4 though. Lich 493, 7 experience shy from that next level, and he's probably wondering what easy creep camps are left on the map for me to try and take out.
Search complete.
Steel range weapons now done. Let's take a look. Headhunters 1-1 upgrades, or excuse me, Troll Berserkers 1-1 upgrades. Units are now going to make their way back out here in just a second. Death Knight gets the final hit on that rogue, giving level 3 to that Lich, as these units are going to be once again on the move. No, what? Nope, I take it back. There are still rogues out on the field. You just couldn't see them on the minimap as the Red Drake was taken down. Another expansion coming in from Lin. Is it going to be enough? Meanwhile, Death Knight clearing out, or, well, come on, one more shot. There he goes, finishes off that assassin there. Dreadlord sitting at level 2 goes for Vampiric Aura. Interesting call considering that there is only 2 melee units in the entire Undead army, and those are the 2 main heroes. Yeah, I thought perhaps Carrion Swarm could have been better, but then again, well, maybe the Troll Berserkers would end up getting blown over with a well-timed Carrion Swarm. Dreadlord, maximum mana already. Lich, perhaps, no, also maximum mana. Death Knight also on maximum mana. Both sides, or the Undead army, looks like it is ready to go. We are also getting into Shaman Master training has been completed. Are we perhaps looking at Bloodlust? I don't remember the last time I saw Bloodlust used by an Orc player against an Undead. It has to have been Reign of Chaos, since Destroyers are just so happy to devour that buff there. Tauren Chieftain now shows up to the fight. Raiders being brought over alongside some grunts. Gold is being pillaged, and you can see gold just being added. All right, Kodo Beast, what's going to happen? Kodo Beast trying to stay alive. The Raiders going to continue that engagement here as one Troll Berserker will get taken down. Crypt Fiend stays alive off to the north here. Units getting just focused down one at a time as there goes another. All right, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1. More units getting finished off. This is not a good spot for Lucifer. Lin has taken a big chunk out of the army, and now with a big stomp right there, well, things are not going well. Lin losing some headhunters finally, but Obsidian statues are getting lost as well. There goes another Raider, and it's a bad day to be a unit. Healing wave, is it going to be enough to heal up the remaining units here? We are fighting just off of Blight, so the Undead heroes and the Undead units are really benefiting on Blight. Meanwhile, the Shadowhunter really has no reason to be in this spot at all. Healing wave, are we going to see some more healing coming across multiple units, burrowing those Crypt Fiends, trying to keep them alive? You can see very fast hit point regeneration as well between the Blight and all of the other additional healing mechanisms, as the Tauren Chieftain is still trying to push its way through. Shadowhunter sitting at level 3, has a mana still. Tauren Chieftain, yeah, has a potion of greater mana, could give it back to the Shadow Hunter if it wants this fight to draw out longer. Lucifer down to 42 supply. Lin is in a great spot. Skeletal Minions getting charged back up. There's a big stomp right there. Raider needs to get away. No real reason for it to fight here, as it could get taken down in a matter of seconds. There goes that Raider again, but it still looks like Lin is in the driver's seat, as Lucifer unable to do very much and is retreating back inside his base. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2. We'll see if we're going to get Endurance Aura or what else we can possibly get. Shadow Hunter is out sitting at level 4. And let's take a look. Death Knight is in serious trouble again. Beautiful stomp right there, shutting down things. Death Knight unable to save the Lich, as Lucifer has left the game. That is it. Lin taking this game right here. Lower hero score, but still able to pull out the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.